I'm just going to read straight from your email here, and then I'll give you some thoughts. I'm 33 now and refuse to settle down with just anyone. Most difficult aspect for me is dealing with the social family pressure to grow up and start a family. Just about all of my friends are married with kids or in a relationship. Even the ones who talk a good game end up becoming these differential weaklings with their new boss. It's pathetic. However, I'm constantly the one being asked what my problem is. How do you deal with this social pressure? Okay, great question. I've dealt with this my entire life because I've been single since 17 years old. And I tell you what, I still get it from people every once in a while. But once your mind is made up, once you finally are like, okay, kind of like you are right now, you're just enjoying being a bachelor. You're just enjoying your own thing. You're not looking. You don't need the settle down, the white picket fence, all that stuff. Once you've made that decision yourself, it will get easier. Just understand that this is part of the process of, like, a lot of guys, a lot of women never get unplugged from thinking that the white picket fence, the house, all that stuff is the goal. So because everyone sees that as the goal, anytime someone's doing something different than that, difference is always scary. It's kind of like I think Jordan Peterson said this before about like the crabs in a bucket analogy, where if a bunch of crabs are in a bucket and one crab tries to get out, it can't get out simply because all the other crabs in the bottom of the bucket will pinch and claw and grab that crab and bring it back in the bucket with them. That's like the mainstream society. So everyone's going one way that they believe is the right way. People don't understand this whole thing about men and women and really the difference and all that. You're one of the few. So because of that, they're going to try to pull you off of your different script. Now, here's the biggest thing. Once I became more, again, certain in what I wanted and I didn't apologize, people stopped asking me, or it wasn't a big deal once they asked me. So when people say, "Hey Adam, you ever gonna settle down with a girl?" Instead of me being like, "Nope, I'm gonna be a bachelor forever," I kind of just like laugh. I'm like, you know what? I'm just enjoying my life right now. Hey, who knows? Someday maybe, but I'm not looking for anything serious. I say it like that, and I just say, "Oh, I'm just enjoying working on things I haven't done before." When you say it like that, people can't really hate on you. But if you try to explain the red pill, if you're like, "No, I'm not gonna get in a relationship because women will just suck the life out of you," and you become pathetic, once you're with a woman. Whenever you do that, people will try to fight their programming. They'll try to fight back, and they'll try to defend themselves. And so I never. It's kind of like Fight Club, right? You never talk about Fight Club. So part of this is that people will always ask you, but when you own it, and you're certain, and you frame it in such a way that's like, "Oh, who knows, maybe someday, but right now I'm really just enjoying, I'm working on new hobbies of mine that I hadn't done before." When you do that, you can instantly, too, move the conversation from "Why are you single?" to they might go, "Oh, what are some things you've been working on?" or "What are some things you've been doing?" And whenever you frame it that way, and you never frame it like everyone else is wrong, I'm right for being a bachelor, people will give you a lot more space. And I'll say this is the first time ever my mother, this just happened a few weeks ago, she was asking about my middle brother. My oldest brother's married. My middle brother is about to be engaged. And one of our buddies, we were all hanging out, and my mom was there, and he was like, "So Patty, what about Adam? Are you going to, pressure Adam about when he's going to get married?" And my mom, this is the first time she's ever done it, she laughed and she goes, "Nope. You know what? I've given up on that. I've given up on that whole idea finally," and laughed about it. And I was like, holy cow, she gave up that, oh, awesome. But that took, again, I've been single for 13 years. So it will always come. But once I got a lot better at just being like, "Oh, I'm just enjoying my life. Maybe someday, I'm not really looking." Anyway, yeah, hopefully that helps, is that it will always come. It's just pressure that we'll always have, but as long as you focus it on maybe someday, but right now I'm just enjoying, working on some hobbies, and you don't make anyone else feel like they made the wrong choice, then you will be fine. People will respect your decision. I hope that helps. Again, sorry about the whole timing mix-up we had, but yeah, and then I'll be sending you your notes in the email, and then we can figure out again if you want to do this more often, like every other week or whatnot. Let me know, because if we set something up, it'll be a lot easier to just have that schedule. But all up to you. Anyway, great chat today. And again, I want to tell you this one more time, and I really mean this. And I had my guy that I talked to right after I got off the phone with you. I even told him, because we're talking about some subtle things he's doing. He's being too eager in his texts, and I wanted to be like, the guy I just talked to. I even told him, I was like, his text game got so much better that he's dealing with a situation that you now have overcome. But I remember when we would have these same talks, you and I, and now you're kind of at that next level. And so hopefully this guy I just chatted to will get there. But your text game, your mindset is so much better, and just like masculine and all that. You're doing a lot of really good things. So good stuff. I was really happy to see your text. There really was just a few nitpicky things, but other than that, you were doing such a good job. So keep it up. And yeah, great chatting with you. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe. Peace.